We disagree with this ruling, that we have serious concerns both with it from a jurisdictional perspective and also from a process perspective. Every other country has to make their own decisions under their law and their systems, how they're going to react to it.
So when the secretary was, I think last year it was, where he was talking about the warrant for Vladimir Putin, said, this was in Senate, said any country that's party to the court has obligations and should fulfill those obligations. So should countries' obligations to international treaties be sort of selective in this way?
No, every country has to make their decision. Every country has to make that decision for themselves. But I don't think there is any equivalence between the case that the ICC has brought against Russia and the case that it has brought against Israel. When you look at the difference between the two countries, Russia is not a democracy, does not have a functioning independent legal system, is not investigating violations of international humanitarian law by its soldiers. Israel is the opposite in all of those cases, a democracy with an independent court system that has hundreds of open cases into allegations against its soldiers. It is important that those processes be allowed to proceed. That is the principle of complementarity under which the ICC was founded. Now, when it comes to countries making the decision, they all have to make their own decisions, in the same way that the United States has.
So one huge similarity between both Israel and Russia is that neither are members of the ICC, just like you.
Yeah, also correct. Also correct.
Okay,
right.
Well, if they don't have jurisdiction over Israel, why should they have jurisdiction over
Ukraine
Russia?
is also not.
So Ukraine is not a member. Ukraine is a sovereign state, however, that has granted its jurisdiction to another country. I think it might have been Poland, another country, and allowed that country to intervene for them, which is something that sovereign states can do. There is no sovereign state of Palestine. We want to establish a Palestinian state, but that is the fundamental nature of our jurisdictional disagreement with the court on this matter.
Okay, it's still your position that other countries, if Vladimir Putin or other Russian official who've been granted arrest warrants against them, come to their countries, they should be arrested.
Yes, but that ultimately that is a decision that every country has to make for itself.
And this feels like a different universe now, but there was a time when this administration was talking very positively about the ICC. Obviously, the US is not a party, but there was a agreement, or the president granted or asked agencies to share information with the ICC on the Russia-Ukraine case. Is that still something that this administration is doing? Are you still sharing intelligence and information with the ICC?
I'll have to take that back and get you an answer. I don't have any current read on what our actions have been in terms of supplying them information on that case.